We are joined now by our first guest. It's Phil Spiniello, the swimming and diving coach here at Rutgers. Coach, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Coming off of what I understand, a historic year. You had 4 school records, returning everyone who contributed in doing so. 14 letter winners back and 7 freshmen. Tell us a little bit about your team.
Yeah, last year was a good year. We laid the foundation. I think the expectation is going to be a little bit higher this year. And we are bringing back, we had a young team last year, so we're bringing back a lot of people on last year's team this year. And we're off to a good start and looking for those people to really contribute and make an impact as we keep improving.
And who are those leaders, those people that we are counting on?
Well, we have 4 school record holders from last year that are returning. We have Nicole Scott, who set a record on the platform diving event and made it to the NCAA meet, which is great. We also have Brittany Guiney, who is now a senior, and she broke the record in the 200 butterfly, local New Jersey girl. And also Greta Leberfinger, another New Jersey girl who broke the record in the 200 breaststroke. And then we also broke a 400 medley relay with Joanna Wu, who's a sophomore now, doing backstroke, Greta doing breast, Brittany doing fly, and Mary Mosier, who's a senior now, doing free. So if you see a lot of upperclassmen coming back, a lot of good leadership going on this year.
Now, one of my former principal's daughter was a pretty good swimmer in high school. You may know the name. Last name is Fazio. She's at another school in the Big Ten. We won't say which one. But my point is, I couldn't believe how much time that these girls have to put into, becoming that good, and how much they have to spend in the pool.
Absolutely. It's a grueling sport. It's a grueling sport. I mean, mornings, afternoons, weekends, not a lot of break.
My point is, it's the dedication, and even for the family. I mean, just to take them to the meets, the time, the practice, obviously, to become a swimmer, you have to spend a lot of time in the pool.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you need that to especially compete at this elite level that we're at. I mean, obviously, we were in the Big East, we're in the American now, and heading into the Big Ten, one of the best swimming conferences in the country. So we got to put in the work if we want to hang with the big girls.
We keep hearing that. We talk to a lot of the coaches on this show talking about the Big Ten. The Big Ten really, everybody gives the attention for the football and the basketball, but it seems like all of the other sports, it is also a premier league in the country.
Absolutely. The Big Ten Swimming and Diving Conference is one of the best in the country. We're looking forward to joining it. It's going to be quite the challenge, but I think we're up for it.
Now, I got an interesting question for you, because Hooch is talking about all the dedication, all the time spent working on their craft. How much do you look at what opponents do? Obviously, in a sport like a football or basketball, you've got to know what your opponents do. How much more do you obviously focus on your own thing as opposed to the opposition, or do you look at that at all?
Well, we're definitely, focused on our own thing for training. We do our own thing in swimming and diving. Every program's a little bit different, but we're definitely looking at results. I mean, we got some meets going on today that I'll be keeping my eye on, and what times are being posted, what scores on the boards are being posted, so I know how to write my lineup to try to beat them in the next meet.
Now, if you would put a map on where the best swimmers are, is it wrong for me to think that most of them would come from the warm or ocean, towns near the ocean?
Oh, yeah, there's certainly good swimming and diving in, like the California, Texas, Florida, the warm weather states for sure. But, we've got some homegrown talent right here in New Jersey. This is a plentiful state for swimming and diving talent that I think we're trying to tap into, and I think you heard a couple of those record holders are from New Jersey, so we've done a pretty good job, and I want to keep that momentum going for New Jersey women to have this option to come here and swim and dive at a premier program.
What about North Jersey as far as how important that these schools, because you got to have high schools that are dedicated to the sport to kind of bring the girls along, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think not only the high schools are pretty good here in New Jersey, but we have a lot of good USA Swimming Club teams here.
Okay.
And in fact, one of the biggest and best clubs in New Jersey is right out of our pool here at Sunny Werblin on the Rutgers campus, Scarlet Aquatic Club. So, we're lucky to have them right in our backyard.
And that is a very beautiful facility that you have there, too.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely blessed with a great facility, the diving towers, the boards. We're pretty lucky to have that.
One other thing that I wanted to ask you, you talk about the team and what they do individually, perhaps against other teams. As you look ahead here, you've had some very good postseason success. What are your prospects this year and looking forward?
Well, I think our goal this year is to place as high as we can at the AAC championship meet, and we want to put a team at the NCAAs. We don't want to qualify 1 or 2 people. We want a handful of women going to that NCAA championship meet and score some points and get on the scene nationally.
I'm really wondering right now how it's going to change moving forward in the Big Ten for recruiting. Has the message gone out, and what have you received as far as the interest?
Oh, I think so. I think going to the Big Ten has definitely changed recruiting a little bit. We're definitely cross recruiting with some Big Ten schools now, which we hadn't done in the past, which is really exciting. I think the elite level swimmers want to swim at the elite level, so they want that competition in the Big Ten.
How many girls would you say from the Big Ten are good enough to swim for the Olympic team? Do we have that many that qualified?
Yeah, I think if you look across the Olympic trials results back in 2012, and you look at the top 16, top 24, you're going to see a lot of Big Ten athletes in there. No doubt about it, and it's just that good of a swimming conference.
Because you see the Cals, the certain programs on the West Coast that seem to throw a lot of swimmers into the Olympic team. But you're saying there are schools in the Big Ten also that are doing that also.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you got a 6-team American Athletic Conference: Cincinnati, Connecticut, Houston, Louisville, SMU. Got a couple former Big East opponents, future Big Tens. You got trips out to Northwestern, Illinois, Michigan, and the season opened 2 weeks ago. You've had a couple of competitions here. Tell us, I guess, do you have coming up? What do you have coming up?
Yeah, definitely. Next weekend we got a quad meet. Used to be the Big East quad. Obviously, now we're all in different conferences, but we got Villanova, Seton Hall, Georgetown.
And where's that?
Be good. That's going to be right here at home. Yep.
When is that? What time do you know?
Next Friday, November 8th, 4 p.m. on Friday, and then Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Ditch out of work a little early.
Absolutely.
Take a half day, go get lunch, go over to the Aquatic Center and check it out.
Absolutely. Saturday morning, blackout, we're giving out free black T-shirts.
Oh, nice. People enjoy watching this sport on television, and I don't think they realize that it's right in their backyard. They can check it out in person.
Absolutely. Come on over to the pool.
As crazy as it sounds, and again, I'm a novice with it, is there a different style with coaching in swimming? In other words, what you ask your girls to do as opposed to what other coaches do? Obviously, some coaches in football are defensive coaches or out playing out. What would be your style?
Well, I definitely think we split up our team into sprint and mid-distance and distance, and but I think my assistant Lauren and I and my diving coach Fred focuses on the diving, but Lauren and I, we coach everybody. And
the philosophy, is there a philosophy of you want them to be aggressive? Do you want is there a philosophy?
Absolutely. Our philosophy is work hard all season, taper for 3 weeks before the championship meet. We want them working hard day in and day out. We don't do a lot of just meaningless practice. Everything has a purpose that we do. So a lot of using the entire body.
Sounds great.
Everything.
Coach, thanks a lot for taking some time. Phil Spiniello, ready Rutgers Swimming and Diving here on the Rutgers Football Plymouth Rock Assurance Tailgate Party.